watch yourself around Rihanna. Now, Rihanna, I don't know if you know. I don't know if you know how criminal you are.
Absolutely buzzing with this explosive gossip that our queen Riri has been flexing her incredible influence at the Met Gala to get the entire Kardashian clan banned. And when I say entire clan, I mean everyone, but especially Miss Kendall Jenner, who she's supposedly been feuding with for what feels like an absolute eternity.
Kendall Jenner is a fan of Rihanna's, and she tweeted about Rihanna's LA concert. She said, if Rihanna doesn't perform Complicated tomorrow, I'm gonna be very upset, hashtag fave song. And Rihanna responded by saying, well, don't come. Like I always say, you can't mess with her in the blogosphere because she will get you back. I mean, I know that Gaga's got her monsters and the monsters attack. It's never Gaga. But Rihanna, she doesn't even wait for her fans. Rihanna will go in and get you good herself. Yeah.
Now, honey, hold on to your designer handbags because here's where it gets even more scandalous. Word on the street, and I mean the most exclusive streets in fashion, is that Rihanna might have actually pulled this off. There's apparently some kind of groundbreaking deal she signed that's going to keep the Kardashians far, far away from fashion's biggest night of the year. Let me break down exactly why this is such an earth-shattering moment in fashion history. Our girl Riri, she's not just Met Gala royalty, she's the absolute empress of this event. Not just because of her absolutely jaw-dropping, show-stopping, heart-stopping outfits that have us all gagging every single year, but also because of her legendary performances that have the fashion elite falling at her feet. And when I say legendary, darling, I mean expensive with a capital everything. Back in 2015, and this tea is piping hot, we're talking about $400,000 to $500,000 just to get her phenomenal presence on that stage. Her team, and I love how they handle business, literally told them, don't even send it to me until you've worked on it because it was a non-starter. She's expensive, period. Even the absolutely legendary Anna Wintour herself, yes, the Anna Wintour, the queen of Vogue, admitted that this astronomical fee was twice as much as any performer they'd ever brought before. But this year, oh honey, this year Rihanna is making headlines for a completely different kind of drama that has everyone's jaws on the floor. And let me tell you something absolutely crucial. She's not the only one who thinks it's high time for the Kardashians to take several seats and maybe even a whole stadium of them. A massive number of people are backing her up on this bold move. Now, I know you're sitting there wondering, how does Rihanna have this kind of earth-shattering power? Well, darlings, let me spill this absolutely scalding tea. It's all about who you know in this game. Her incredibly handsome man, A$AP Rocky, secured a spot on the planning committee for the Met Gala. He's a co-chair alongside LeBron James, Pharrell Williams, Coleman Domingo, and Lewis Hamilton, with Anna Wintour continuing her absolutely fabulous reign as Vogue's editor-in-chief. And you know what that means, sweethearts. With her boo in that powerful position, Rihanna's got some serious pull over who gets to grace those iconic Metropolitan Museum steps. But wait, because it gets even juicier than a perfectly ripe peach. The real reason behind this alleged ban? It's all about the absolutely explosive drama with Chris Brown, Kanye West, and you're going to need to sit down for this one, Kendall's history with A$AP Rocky. One absolutely reliable insider spilled that Rihanna has never been a fan of the Kardashians. When Kim was married to Kanye West, she tried to cozy up to Rihanna and got totally shut down. The shade of it all. And the tea about Kendall? Child, let me tell you every single detail. The source revealed, and I quote, Rihanna did not appreciate Kendall's friendship with Chris. Kendall chose a side, and it was the wrong one. But hold on to your designer hats because that's not even close to all of it. What really got under Riri's skin was when Kendall dated A$AP Rocky in 2017. The source spilled that even though Rihanna and Rocky were supposedly just friends back then, that didn't stop her from feeling territorial over him. It just solidified her dislike for Kendall, and now she's going to use the Met Gala to get a bit of petty revenge. But darlings, this absolutely explosive beef, it's been simmering for more years than a perfectly cooked Sunday roast. Let me take you all the way back to 2012 because this timeline is everything. Picture this scandalous scene. Kendall, in all her confidence, tweets that she'll be very upset if Rihanna doesn't perform Complicated at her show in Los Angeles. And what does our queen Rihanna do? She serves the most delicious clapback by tweeting, "Well, don't come." The absolute audacity and shade of it all. Now, what happened next is just absolutely mind-blowing. Kendall tried to extend an olive branch by suggesting she'd love to pair up Rihanna with Brad Pitt, but our girl Riri, she served the coldest shoulder in history and acted like she didn't even hear it. But the drama reached fever pitch in 2017 when Kendall was crowned Fashion Icon of the Decade at New York Fashion Week. Let me tell you why people were absolutely livid about this. Doing the simple math, which apparently some people forgot to do, Kendall was literally 10 years old at the start of that decade. The internet went completely wild, saying Rihanna deserved that title 1,000,000 times more. The fashion website tried to defend their controversial choice by saying, "We're living in a digital decade and Kendall is the ultimate style influence. The digital generation more than ever turns to social media to learn what's next. And Kendall has 83 million devoted Instagram followers, many of whom emulate her style." But hold on to your designer shoes because the 2018 Met Gala tea is about to scald. An insider revealed this absolutely shocking moment. Rihanna was standing next to Kendall Jenner at the bar and loudly said, "Good thing I have curves to pull this outfit off. I would hate to be a stick figure." Then she just stared at Kendall, laughed in her face, and walked away. The absolute nerve and drama of it all. And just when you thought the tension couldn't get any thicker, we fast forward to 2022 during Paris Fashion Week. Everyone couldn't help but notice how Rihanna and ASAP were serving some seriously deadly side-eye when Kendall walked the Off-White show. The internet was already dragging Kendall, saying she had absolutely zero charisma on the runway. But that look from Rihanna, child, it spoke volumes without uttering a single word. Now, let's dive deep into that Kendall and ASAP situation because it's messier than a toddler with finger paint. Throughout 2016, they were spotted together everywhere. Paris, New York, Miami, Los Angeles, literally jet-setting across the globe. By 2017, they were practically inseparable at Coachella. And then came the Met Gala, where photographers swore they were absolutely glued to each other all night long. Kim Kardashian even dropped the receipts with a Snapchat that showed Kylie taking a picture of Kendall and Rocky sharing what looked like an incredibly intimate moment. Did you know that before Kylie Jenner came into the picture, Rihanna was actually dating Travis Scott? This was back in 2015, and it wasn't just some quick fling. We're talking about a whole year. A source spilled to Entertainment Tonight, Travis and Rihanna are dating officially. It's already very serious. He's very into her. They emphasize that Travis is completely her type and they share the same interests. Talk about a small world. And speaking of Kylie, let me tell you about this particular drama. Apparently, Riri is absolutely fed up with how Kylie keeps copying her incredible style. First, there was that green fringe playsuit situation after the 2016 MTV VMAs. Rihanna's was custom made and absolutely fabulous, and then suddenly Kylie appears in an almost identical one. Then there was the gray camouflage Canada Goose Edition jacket drama, followed by the see-through dress controversy, and don't even get me started on the leopard suit situation. The receipts are absolutely endless, but it gets even more dramatic. People were quick to point out how Kylie seemingly copied Fenty Beauty's groundbreaking inclusive shade range. When Fenty launched with their revolutionary 40 foundation shades, what does Kylie Cosmetics do? Suddenly drops their first concealer line with 30 shades. But here's the gag that might shock you to your core. Apparently, Rihanna's potential blacklist might extend beyond just the Kardashian-Jenner empire. Even the legendary Jay-Z might find himself on the wrong side of Riri's list after that controversial joke he made when signing her to Def Jam at just 17 years old. He apparently told her if she didn't sign the contract, he'd throw her out the window from the 29th floor. That kind of joke definitely doesn't age well in today's world. And darlings, let me tell you about this year's absolutely incredible Met Gala theme that has everyone buzzing. They're calling it Beautiful People, Black Style Matters, and it's inspired by the brilliant professor Monica L. Miller's groundbreaking book, Slaves to Fashion, Black Dandyism, and the Styling of Black Diasporic Identity. The exhibition is going to showcase the absolutely fabulous evolution of black men's style from the 18th century all the way to our modern era. This is going to be a historical moment in fashion that will have everyone talking for years to come. So my fabulous fashion lovers, what do you think about all this absolutely explosive drama? Does our Queen Rihanna really have the power to keep the entire Kardashian clan away from fashion's biggest night? And more importantly, should she? Because honestly, with all this absolutely wild history between them, I wouldn't be even slightly surprised if she pulled it off. The Met Gala without the Kardashians. Now that would be the plot twist of the century that nobody saw coming. But whether these absolutely juicy rumors turn out to be true or not, one thing is absolutely certain. This year's Met Gala is going to be more dramatic and spectacular than ever before. And I, for one, cannot wait to see who makes the cut and what absolutely fabulous ensembles they bring to those iconic steps. The fashion world is holding its breath, darlings, and May cannot come soon enough.